Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light the shit up. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light the shit up.
Hey guys, and welcome back. This is a brand new Whatif, and yes, it's another new one, I know, but it's a Naruto one, so you're going to appreciate it. Yes, I sound like I'm in a good mood because I actually got a bit of sleep. It was amazing. Anyway, we're just going to jump straight into this, and this is what if Naruto was the god of life and death. And oh boy, this has some good potential, man, I'm just telling you. But anyway, I have a sore throat right now, so sorry if the voice changes sound weird. But anyway, let's start. Oh yeah, the like goal for the video is 30 likes, of course. Anyway, we start our story as the usual anime would in the Hidden Leaf village on the night of the Nine Tails attack. Obito is rushing through the village, trying to find his way, and gets intercepted by Minato. Everything goes exactly the same until Naruto is actually born. The Nine Tails attacks, but Minato's out of chakra, so is Kushina, and the Nine Tails ends up killing Naruto, Kushina, and Minato. And Obito's overjoyed, but also deep down inside, torn apart and so sad. But he rejoices in his win, finally winning. That is until the ground starts shaking, the sky turned dark, pitch black, and then out of the sky a white light flew down, beckoned by just another benevolent force. And they land and fuse into one, landing on Naruto. Not landing like hovering above, and they say this.
So you are the mortal worthy of being our vessel, I see. We shall grant you great power, and you will achieve great things, be a child of prophecies, and bring great honour to ours and your name. You will be the greatest shinobi the world has ever seen.
And with that, Kushina and Minato are also revived, and they end up doing the Rupa seal. It's just like usual canon. Kurama gets sealed inside Naruto, full Kurama though, and the Reaper has some sort of interaction with Naruto. Sorry guys if I stutter, sorry. And the Reaper has some sort of interaction with Naruto. The god of death, Naruto is now the god of death, like he's the reincarnation of it, not just the vessel. And it just bows and leaves us, and he puts his hand down, and a weird energy flows into Naruto, and then the Reaper leaves. So Minato and Kushina still dead sadly, but Naruto has full Kurama and a special power from the Reaper, and also he is now the god of life and death. Naruto don't know this. This is like new gods being made, so he's still like a child. Because I got it kind of weird when Naruto's super intelligent. Anyway, so we still have the same Naruto, except he has certain moments. He's still hated by all the villagers and blamed for their deaths. But something's weird. No matter how much the villagers hate and belittle Naruto, they can never seem to actually hurt him. Naruto is always either dodging or parrying, and it got so bad one time where they all ganged up on him. Naruto had a strange power blew up in him, and he sent the villager flying. Well, this one night, a group of shinobis were drinking heavily, like they was doing shots after shots, like their livers were done out. And they saw Naruto and it was like, oh, it's the demon force, it's the demon brat, let's get him. And they actually tried to kill him, like they was chucking kunai, doing fireball jutsus. And this is the first time Naruto's life has fully been in danger, and something was happening. Something with him awoke. And it was something he had never felt before. It was a dark and powerful force. Evil, yes, but at the same time good. But the evil wasn't evil, it was just misunderstood. Naruto could feel all of this at once, and it was just unbearable, but at the same time the best feeling he's ever felt in his life. And that's when Naruto's voice changed. One eye you guys can choose his eye pattern, innit? His eyes go dark and he closes them, and his voice changes.
So, you are the ones who want to test my life. You mortals think you are worthy. Funny. The last person who thought that was worthy to test my life was God, and look what he is now. Exactly, you can't, because you all think he's all... Actually, I'm not going to go that far. Actually, really, I can't make him say you're God, can I? So you are the petty mortals who think you can threaten my life. Do you know who I am? I am the one who governs your life and your death. If I so wished, all of humanity would fall to my feet at once. But no, I actually fight to help you so you can just, I don't know, die where you stand.
Sorry guys, I thought the voice changer was on. Naruto rushes at them, and like one guy swings a kunai and it just breaks on contact with Naruto, and Naruto grabs his throat, spins him in the ground and slams him. Then he looks up, he's enraged, his eyes light up and he blitzes all the villagers. Like the drunk guys who were attacking him. And then we get a time skip. Naruto's learned a lot more about his power when we last year at the academy. But Naruto has no chakra issue. He actually has insane easily chakra control. It comes natural to him, we don't know why. So he goes to the front of the class saying, make one shadow clone, make one clone. And Naruto actually makes shadow clones. Just one of his latent abilities that no one knew he had. Basic jutsus that evolve over time, like he learns them naturally. So his clone jutsu evolved into shadow clone jutsu. And he made 100,000 of them. So of course he got his headband. Naruto has no need for the sacred scroll sealing because he'll learn it all eventually anyway. So none of that with Mitsuki happens. And then, so now we just have Naruto. We're gonna have another time skip to the last day the first day of when they get their teachers. Team 7 is read out. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi Hatake as a teacher. And with it, they just sit there for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, and he's nowhere to be seen. Sakura and Sasuke are getting a bit frustrated, but Naruto's just calm. It's almost like he's in a sleep state. That's when Kakashi finally walks in, and Naruto sits up alert straight away. He introduces himself and tells them to meet him at the roof, and body flickers. Naruto does the same thing, shocking Kakashi and Sakura and Sasuke, because that was only meant to be a Jonin level technique. But they don't question it yet. They get to the roof and they get told, so tell me, what are your dreams and what do you like and dislike? First is Sakura. She does the usual, oh, I like Sasuke and all that. Then it's Sasuke. He wants to kill someone. He doesn't like anything, and he wants to avenge his clan and bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. And then you get to Naruto. Everyone's waiting for this. They're all curious. What would the demon say? Naruto the citizen says, my only desire is to become strong, the strongest, so I can just do whatever I want, because I can only make any of you fall at my feet when I wish. And one of Naruto's eyes turn white, and one of it goes to dark purplish black. And they all get lifted into the air, struggling to breathe, and Naruto stops it. They're all shocked, but then Naruto continues. I just want to make sure there's balance in the world, balance between life and death, so the world doesn't fall apart. This world's in chaos. As Naruto can sense the stability of the world, and the more stable the world, the stronger Naruto gets. And that's why over time the Shinobi have got actually weaker from Hashirama, because the world got more unstable. But Naruto's slowly going to fix that, meaning everyone's going to slowly get stronger. Yeah, see that? Quick one's in it. So Naruto does this and they all calm down, and Naruto just says, I like balance and sleeping, and he says he hates people who think they're entitled. That's all he says. And then they get told about go to the training ground tomorrow early morning, don't eat breakfast. Naruto doesn't listen. So they get that early morning, Kakashi doesn't show up on time. So Naruto just goes to sleep down the grass. So when Kakashi finally shows up, he just goes to usual. He tells them about the bell test and they sleep again. Like canon, Naruto stands there. as he still is a friendly guy. He just is more. He's just more grown up, if that makes sense. But he's still like grown up, whether it's like the balance of the world, like kung fu grown up, not like actual childhood. Like not, he still like acts like a child a bit. I'm explaining this way too much, ain't I? Anyway, then it begins. Naruto and Kakashi start fighting, and to Kakashi's surprise, Naruto's keeping up easily. Imagine Sasuke and Kakashi, how Sasuke was doing quite good at first. Imagine that, but instead of just a few scenes, it's continuous. And while Kakashi, say, landed 1 or 2 blows every minute, Naruto was landing like 5 to 6. And Kakashi actually get pushed back. He jumped away. He braced himself. Naruto was stronger than he expected. He needs to calm down and get ready for it. He took a deep breath and looked Naruto dead in his eye. He lifts up his headband and releases the Sharingan. Naruto smirks. He don't know what that is. He doesn't really know, but he's happy to see it. It's reacting with him. And to everyone's surprise, to everyone's shock, they can seem like a Grim Reaper appear on Naruto's back. The power that was bestowed beyond him before is now back, and it travels into his eye. Naruto's eyes suddenly would transform into a 3-to-mo Sharingan, copying Kakashi easily. And Naruto was just surprised. Everything was slower, quicker, and he sped up his fight. He started pushing Kakashi back bad. But Kakashi slowly adapting with Sharingan was evening at the pace, just like he did with Zabuza. Or like he will do, I should say. And that's when Naruto started to change. A dark energy was radiating from him. Naruto's speed easily got 10 times, like double, like tenfold. And he started blitzing Kakashi, hitting him from all different directions, and the weird jutsus that no one's ever seen, like divine chains. And at one point, Naruto even showed off telekinesis again, lifting him up into the air and choking him. And that's when Kakashi used his last resort and used the Chidori. But Naruto just took a deep breath and time slowed. He walked up to Kakashi, ripped the bells off, and just slapped him across the training ground. And he won. No one expected this. Kakashi didn't expect to lose, but I guess he has to pass now, but he's not sure about how good their teamwork is. I'm sorry about that if you can hear noise in the background. I don't know if it's my mum or the windows, and I don't know why even a quiet noise gets really loud in here. Like even walking through the corridor. Anyway, well yeah, guys, you need to comment down below like what you want to see. I'm gonna start like continuing other what ifs that I've left uncontinued, that I've left unfinished. You need to give me more ideas. I'm actually gonna do all of them. I'm coming back, man. I'm gonna try my best to hit 100k this year. If I can do it, imagine. Well, that's a goal. That's my goal, man. And if you guys can actually do that, that would be the most amazing thing. Anyway, back to the story. Where were we? Oh yeah, Naruto blitz. Now Kakashi has to accept Sakura and Sasuke, not knowing their teamwork. The only one who was iffy was Sakura. Anyway, Kakashi goes to hospital and gets healed up, and then yeah, it goes the same. Due to Naruto actually winning against Kakashi, they get what's that rank mission? A, B, C, D. They get a C rank mission, innit? No, that's the one that Zabuza was. And they get a Z rank mission to escort the bridge builder. And unlike in canon, the bridge builder didn't make fun of Naruto at all. He was actually quite put off and scared. Now, apparently Naruto gave her an aura that reminded him of death, but also at the same time there was a nurturing life. It just put him at like, made him feel uneasy. But while they was walking there, they were just having a normal conversation about the bridge and how it needs to be rebuilt. And that's when Naruto notices a puddle and thinks to himself, it's a sunny day. And he laughs. Energy from Naruto's shadow travels into the puddle, and before you knew it, 2 shinobi covered in weird armor jump out screaming in pain, getting strangled by what seemed to be Naruto's shadow. They manage to disperse it and they rush at Naruto. Naruto smirks and puts his hands up. It's almost like the energy of the earth came into it and created an invisible shield, blocking their attacks. And Naruto put his hand down to the side. Just imagined a tornado, and he actually managed to start doing a weird sort of winjutsu, and it covered in fist. And he punched them, and he sent them flying back, also giving them like fatal injuries. but they should do all that and send them back to the Leaf Village. And then they carry on. They had the discussion about how this is probably more of an A rank quest. No, not A rank quest, sorry, I'm thinking of the game, I mean A rank mission. And they still decide to pursue it because Naruto is a nice guy. He wants to be Hokage still. And so they pursue it. Actually no, I messed that up. Anyway, as soon as this happens, Naruto senses the sword flying towards him and tells him all to duck. And while they do that, Naruto jumps up and actually easily stops the sword in the air. He puts it down to his side and he can sense the amount of deaths that came from the sword. And it actually links with Naruto and they get empowered. The sword changes. And it reveals to be it actually reveals to be a sword of death made especially for Naruto. At the same time, it seems to double up, and another one appears, a sort of like life. Zabuza's confused, and his original blade appears in front of him. And this just shows how godly Naruto's power is. But he's impressed, saying, "Not only did you somewhat, I guess, get new blades, you also managed to stop my attack quite easily. And you look young. You should join me instead. At least that way, I don't need to kill you and waste your talent." Naruto laughs and just tells Zabuza to get ready for a fight, which they do. Naruto rushes at Zabuza, and Zabuza expected to be an easy block, actually gets blown back by Naruto's strike. And Naruto's sword's unsummoned, he just dashes at him and starts using taijutsu. It seems that Naruto has entered the first gate, the second gate, the fourth gate, but it's no strain on his body and he's easily jumping up and up and up. Zabuza's getting pushed back, so he jumps back and uses a genjutsu of mist, and also creates a water clone. Unlike canon, this did not cause any trouble for them, as Naruto just put his hand down on the water, and it somewhat like froze, as if it was frozen by the cold touch of death. And actually froze the water clone, and Naruto just rushed through it, breaking through it, actually making the ice flat as Zabuza, catching him off guard. And Naruto reappeared with his sword of death and sliced Zabuza's side. Just one small cut, completely beat Zabuza. He dropped down, black substances flew out of his mouth like it was black liquid just pouring out. And Haku flew in, attempting to save him, but just got blocked by Naruto's invisible wall. Naruto's eyes changed again, and so did his voice. And he said,
"I guess it's time to show you mortals what a god can actually do. Come to me, you young, misguided souls, and join me. Empower me and live your true purpose. Now, give me your soul."
And with that, Haku's and Zabuza's soul got ripped out and Naruto absorbed it. Naruto's clearly got an insane power boost from this, but Haku and Zabuza laid there lifeless. Dead. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy, make sure you share with your friends, family, like and subscribe, tell your friends and family about it, make sure they just hit that like button or that proper spam it. And yeah, subscribe guys. If I can hit 100k before that next year, before 2020, before like 2023, but I can get one by then. Oh, that'd be like the best. If I could hit 1 million, and you know what, I'm not gonna get full sale. But anyway guys, I'm dragging the video out. Peace out guys, enjoy, bye.